Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the continuity of the lectures which are delivered on the hormones derived from the adrenocortical gland. Regulation of the secretion of the adrenal corticosteroid hormone. The synthesis and secretion of the steroid hormone by the adrenal cortex depends on the stimulation of the side chain cleavage enzymes by the ACTH. Zona fasciculata secretes glucocorticoid hormone under the control of the hypothalamic pituitary axis. The hypothalamic pituitary hormone is CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, which acts on the corticotropes of the anterior pituitary to cause the secretion of the ACTH. ACTH acts on the cells of the adrenal cortex to stimulate the synthesis and secretion of the adrenal cortical hormone. Negative feedback is secretion of the corticotropin releasing cortisol inhibit the action of the corticotropin releasing hormone on the anterior pituitary, resulting in inhibition of the ACTH secretion. Regulation of the aldosterone secretion and regulation of the aldosterone secretion. Aldosterone secretion from the zona glomerulus is under control of the ACTH because it controls the first step in the synthesis. But the primary regulation of the aldosterone occurs through the changes in the ECF volume via the angiotensin II and aldosterone system and through changes in the serum potassium level. Now, the renin-angiotensin system, the primary hormone involved in the angiotensin II, which is an octapeptide made from the angiotensinogen. Angiotensinogen is a globin made in the liver. It is substrate for renin. Renin is an enzyme produced by the juxtaglomerular cells, and it is sensitive to blood pressure, and it is also sensitive to sodium ion concentration and renal tubular fluid. These for any combination of the therefore for any combination of the factors that decrease the fluid volume or decreases the sodium chloride concentration stimulates renin release. Postural effect on renin release occurs independently. Renin acts on the substrate angiotensinogen to produce the decapeptide angiotensin by the action of the enzyme angiotensin converting enzyme. A glycoprotein formed in the lung endothelial tissue and plasma removes the 2-carboxy terminal amino acid from the decapeptide angiotensin to form the angiotensin II. This is this glycoprotein is known as angiotensin converting enzyme. Various non-peptide analogues of the angiotensin I and other compounds act as a competitive inhibitor of the converting enzyme and used to treat renin-dependent hypertension. These are referred to as the ACE inhibitor angiotensin II, which increase the blood pressure by causing vasoconstriction, and it is a very potent vasoactive substance. It inhibits the renin release from the cells, and it is a potent stimulator of the aldosterone production. This results in sodium retention, volume expansion, increase the blood pressure. Angiotensin II binds to the adrenal cortical cell receptors, and it stimulates the production of the aldosterone, which may involve changes in the intracellular concentration of the calcium and phospholipid metabolism. The other factors that control the aldosterone secretion is the serum potassium. Increase in the serum potassium concentration increase the aldosterone production. Increased potassium concentration acts on the adrenal glands and depolarize them, and opening of the voltage sensitive calcium channels. When calcium channels opens, intracellular calcium rises, which stimulates the aldosterone secretion. Now, the synthesis and the secretion of the testosterone. Testosterone is a major androgenic hormone secreted by the Leydig cells of the testes, and the immediate precursor of the gonadal steroid is cholesterol, and the rate limiting step is delivery of the cholesterol to inner membrane of the mitochondria. By the transport of the protein, that is steroid-genic active regulatory protein, then side chain cleavage enzymes removes the side chains of the cholesterol and will convert the cholesterol into pregnenolone, and this conversion of the cholesterol into pregnenolone is promoted by the luteinizing hormone. The conversion of the pregnenolone into testosterone requires the action of the 5 enzymes contained in 3 proteins. Number 1 protein, that is 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase and delta 5,4 isomerase. In this we remove the hydroxyl group on the 3 position, and we change the double bond on the from the and change the double bond to 5,4 by the action of the enzyme 5,4 isomerase. Number 2 protein is the 17 alpha hydroxylase and 1720 lyase. This enzyme add up the hydroxyl group on the 17th position, and it removes the carbon atom from the pregnenolone from the 17 to 20 position. 17 beta, number 3 protein is 17 beta hydroxyl steroid dehydrogenase. Which starts with the pregnenolone, and by the action of the pregnenolone, on the pregnenolone 17 alpha hydroxylase acts, and this 17 alpha hydroxylase synthesizes the 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone. This 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone, now it is acted upon by another enzyme known as 17 to 20 lyase, and in this we remove the carbon atoms, and we convert this 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone into dehydroepiandrosterone. Dehydroepiandrosterone is further acted upon by another enzyme known as 17 beta hydroxydehydrogenase, and we synthesize the androstenediol. And there are the 2 pathways for the synthesis of the testosterone. This is the one pathway I am mentioning, and each of the product which is synthesized during this pathway then can be acted upon by the enzyme 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase and delta 5,4 isomerase. And this pregnenolone can be changed into the progesterone by the action of this enzyme, and this 17 hydroxypregnenolone can be changed into the 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone. And similarly, dehydroepiandrosterone by the action of the 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase and delta 5,4 isomerase, it is changed into the androstenedione. This androstenedione, by the action of the 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase and delta 5,4 isomerase, it is changed into the testosterone. So by the two pathways we can synthesize the testosterone. Testosterone is metabolized by two pathways. One involves the oxidation at C17 position and other involves the reduction of the ring double bond and 3-ketone group. Metabolism by the first pathway occurs in many tissues including liver and produces the 17 ketosteroids that are generally inactive. Metabolism by the second pathway occurs in the target tissue and produces the potent dihydrotestosterone. The most significant metabolic product of the testosterone is dihydrotestosterone in in many tissues including prostate gland, external genitalia and some areas of the skin. This is the active form of the testosterone, and the plasma content of the dihydrotestosterone in adult male is about 1/10th of that of testosterone. About 50 to 100 microgram of the testosterone are secreted by the testes, and thus the rest is produced peripherally from the testosterone by NADPH 5 alpha reductase. Some estradiol is found from the peripheral aromatization of the testosterone, particularly in males. Now, the ovarian steroid genesis. Estrogens are mainly of the hormones synthesized in variety of the tissues. 17-beta estradiol is the primary estrogen of ovarian origin. In pregnancy, more of the estriol is produced, and this comes from the placenta. The general pathway and subcellular localization of the enzyme involved in early step of the estradiol synthesis are the same as that involved in the androgen biosynthesis. Estrogens are formed by the aromatization of the androgen in a complex process that involves the three hydroxylation steps, each of, the, each of which require oxygen and NADPH. The aromatase enzyme complex is thought to include P450 monooxygenase estradiol is formed if the substrate of this enzyme complex is testosterone, whereas estrone results from the aromatization of the androstenedione. So it means that this estradiol is synthesized from the testosterone, while the estrone is synthesized from the aromatization of the androstenedione. The, the cellular source of the various ovarian steroid hormone has been difficult to unravel, but a transfer of the substrate between the two cell types is involved. This figure shows the synthesis of the estrogens. We starts with the cholesterol, and cholesterol is changed into the pregnenolone, and then pregnenolone is changed into the progesterone by the action of the 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase and delta 5,4 isomerase, and this pregnenolone is changed into the 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone or 17 alpha hydroxy progesterone. When pregnenolone is the substrate, it is changed into the 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone, and when the Progesterone is the substrate, then we synthesize the 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone. This 17 alpha hydroxypregnenolone is changed into the dehydroepiandrostenedione, and 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone is changed into the androstenedione. And this androstenedione now synthesizes the testosterone. On the testosterone, aromatase enzyme acts. This aromatase enzyme it causes the aromatization of the first ring of the this structure, and this for the conversion of the testosterone into the estradiol. This aromatase enzyme needs the presence of the cytochrome P450, oxygen, and NADPH. This estradiol is synthesized from the testosterone, while the androstenedione is responsible for the synthesis of the estrone, while the 16 alpha hydroxylase enzyme is required for the synthesis of the estriol. Androsterone and testosterone are converted by the aromatase enzyme in the granulosa cell to ester 1 and estradiol. Progesterone is a precursor of all the steroid hormone produced by the corpus luteum as a product hormone. Because these cells do not contain the enzyme necessary for the conversion of the progesterone into the other steroid hormone. Significant amount of the estrogens are produced by the peripheral aromatization of the androgens. In human males, the peripheral aromatization of the testosterone to estradiol accounts for 80% of the production of the latter. In female and adrenal androgens are important substances as much as 50% of the estradiol produced during pregnancy comes from the aromatization of the androgen. Conversion of the androstenedione to estrogen is the major source of the estrogen in post-menopausal women. Aromatase activity is present in the adipose tissue and also in the liver, skin, and other tissues. Increased activity of this aromatase enzyme to the estrogenization that characterizes such diseases such as the cirrhosis of the liver, hyperthyroidism, aging, and obesity. Aromatase enzyme inhibitor act as a therapeutic agent in breast cancer and other female reproductive tract malignancies. So this is all about the synthesis and regulation of the steroid hormones.